Okay, so I am in Iceland. This is my mean machine for the next week. Kia, I'm not sure what the brand is or the model is, but it's a Kia. A Kia Picanto, apparently. Keflavik, Iceland, just down the way from the capital Reykjavik. Got my snow tires on it. Make sure it's not bad. It's a manual, 5-speed, kind of neat. Alright, so Kia Picanto, it's a Icelandic version. Iceland, Reykjavik, Iceland. Gonna be my mean machine for the next week. 31,400 kilometers. It's like 20,000 miles, whatever it is. 5-speed. Already getting it dirty. This is I'm not sure I can make it back here without slipping and busting my ass. Waterfall in Iceland. Check that out. Very snowy. Look at that. Like on a whole different planet. This is crazy. So this is my Airbnb in Vik, V-I-K, Iceland. It's a little, it's a farmhouse that has been turned into a like a hostel Airbnb deal. It's about 9:30 here, and it's very dark, and it's lovely, actually. I'm waiting on the Northern Lights. Hopefully, in the next week I get to see them. It's clear. It's nice. But yeah, It's a little hostel. It's not really a hostel. It's rooms with a shared bath. But yeah, it's nice. It's very very quiet. Everyone's super nice to each other, which is rare anymore. But whatever. Yeah. It's my little car. Little Mean Machine, little Kia rental, a Kia Picanta. We don't get those in America, which we should because it's a cool little car. But yeah. I'm very much hoping for Northern Lights. It's clear there's Orion's belt. There's the moon. The farmhouse lodge in Beak, Iceland. Stayed here last night. About to leave. Neat place. Super neat place, actually. I don't know what that is, but like I said, it's neat. These are rooms. Everybody's still sleeping. As I walked out, I could hear them snore. It's well built, and I don't know if it's been repurposed, like it actually used to be a farm or something, because there are pens and looks like an old, I don't know what that is, shed, mine, grain silo. I think it's been repurposed. This is Iceland, like a different planet. Somebody threw a bonus bag out. Very neat. Kind of cold. It's about 25 degrees probably. 25 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is Celsius, like minus 2 or 3. I don't know. I think that's the last thing I seen. These are all the tourists, which I am one of. It's a neat place. If I didn't have a lot to do, I'd hang around and have breakfast. But as it goes, I want to get out of here. The farmhouse lodge. Snow-capped mountains out there. I think those are rooms. Try not to bug anybody. So I know everybody's not up early risers, which I'm typically not, but I will probably only be here once in my life, so I want to make the most of it. I want to go off that way and get lost in the mountains in my little Kia Picanto. Alright. Okay, so I do not know how to pronounce that. Derhole viewpoint, Iceland, and it is like the entirety of Iceland is kind of otherworldly when you're coming from Florida or most places actually, but this is the farthest south in Iceland you can go. Is this viewpoint? Snow-capped mountains. That is just neat. The black sand beach. I'm the only one here. This is the black sand beach of Vik, Iceland. Vik, and I didn't actually think it was like black sand. Like I don't know why I didn't think that, but it's actually black sand. Like it's black sand. It's amazing. But don't know why. I would assume it's in the makeup of the sand. But get a little restaurant here. They're working on the something, I don't know. But yeah, the black sand beach of Vik, Iceland, and it's about 22 degrees. So it's pretty freaking chilly, but not horrible. It's just uncomfortable cold. I feel like I should have paid for parking. Yeah, the Parka app. Okay, yeah, I will. I should go do that in a minute. Because if I don't, they'll give me a fine. Okay, so I had to pay for parking because I didn't think it. But as I was saying, the black sand beaches of Vik, Iceland, and I, for whatever reason, didn't. I don't know what I expected, but like it's black sand, like it says. Like yeah, I know black sand beaches, but it's black sand, and I don't know why, but I'm assuming it's in the makeup of the sand. And I was at that lighthouse. Not sure how good the GoPro will show it, but I was there earlier. Now I'm gonna make like a tourist and go over here and follow the rest of the tourists. And there's a little restaurant here, a little rental Suzuki. I was gonna rent one of those. Probably should have, but whatever. Over here, I got my jacket on. It was super cold earlier, so I had a light jacket on and was freezing my ass off. Excuse me. So yeah, I had to make a Parka app. They charge 1,000 isk Icelandic krona to park, which is about $7.50, which is, you know, it's not bad. $7.50 for all this nature. It's not bad. But if you don't create the app and pay it, they'll send you a fine, and they get your tag number, and the rental car company chalks on another fine, and that $7.50 winds up about $30, and it's just annoying. Oh, check this out. Excuse me. This is about as far south. Actually, that is the southernmost point of Iceland, which is neat. Sneaker waves, which are those, they will suck you out. Oh, the cave. I don't know the name of the cave, but it's Hassel something cave. I am horrible with the Icelandic language. It's my mouth just doesn't want to form the words, and I have a stutter anyway, so double whammy. But these people are with a oh, check that out. It's actually black sand. I don't know what I expected, but it's actually black sand. These people are with a tourist group, which is, you know, cool. But I'm just here on my own. Got another about 6 more days. This is about a quarter of the ring road done. Somebody stacking rocks. Check that out. Somebody stacking rocks. I'm gonna take a rock. I'm gonna take I don't know what rock I'm gonna take, but I'm gonna take a rock. There will be plenty more. It'll be fine. Go till one jumps out at me. A cool rock. Until we find one better. That's, yeah. Anyway, this is the cave of the black sand beach. Kind of turned into a rocky beach. Yo, Adrian. Rocky. Is that the cave? That's not a very big cave. Oh, this is, yeah, okay. Very, very cool. I'm here early enough that I missed the tourist rush. I have heard that, or I have seen pictures that the basalt, the pillars here are like people. There are dozens of people, and you can't even get a picture or enjoy it. Which, you know, I'm a tourist, I get it. Check this out. Very, very cool. This is one of the things I really wanted to see, and it's like the Giant's Causeway, which I would like to get to one day in Ireland. And nature has kind of made these columns, and they're super, I don't know. The Giant's Causeway are like octagonal. These are not, well, they're smooth. I don't know the nature, how it creates that, but that is so cool. You hear the sneaker waves. They sneak up on you. This is south Iceland. Like I said, that is the southernmost point of Iceland. That rock right there, southernmost point. So this is south, like as south as you can get Iceland. Check that out. I have never been here, so this is all new to me too. The sun's kind of killing it. Check that out. Very, very cool. Sneaker wave. Everyone taking pictures. So am I. I want to give them time to get their picture taken. They were talking about. Wow. I'm gonna throw my rock. I'd take one of these. Yes. Huh. Very, 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 very cool. Beautiful. I am going to do, because I brought some, there's no rock. There's no rock. Probably illegal, but whatever. I don't really care. Back up. Check that out. Huh. Wow. I think I just made it early enough that the tourists, because they bring busloads of tourists, and they just overwhelm the beach, which again, not hating, I am a tourist, but I'm also autistic and don't want to deal with crowds, so I have a rock in my shoe. People setting up cameras. Sneaker waves. I guess the sneaker wave is when there's no wave to break the wave before it. There's no wave before it to break it. This is my stacking rocks. There have been people that have reported this in the middle of the forest that think it's Bigfoot stacked rocks. I don't think that's what this is, obviously, but Black Sand Beach, Reykjavik, or not Reykjavik, Vik, Iceland. It's rocking with the wind. It's funny. Let's see if I can get one more on top of it. Boom. Done. Perfect. Okay, so apparently that is a glacier. I'm going to butcher the name, like most Icelandic wording. Svinesfellsjökull. Yeah, glacier. Iceland. Like southeast Iceland. Southeast. It's about a mile drive off road, then about a mile walk. And I don't know if in the center it is the glacier, because I can see the ice on the bottom there, but I don't know if that's all ice, like it's moving through the mountains, because right now it's probably in the high 30s here, so I don't know as far as melting. It's kind of warm actually. So, all the tourists, which I am one. Oh yeah. On the ice, I guess the glaciers moved between the mountains.
In 200 meters, your destination will be on the left.
Huh. That's neat. That's some clear water. One thing I've noticed coming through Iceland is I haven't seen any trash on the side of the roads, like anywhere. Coming from America, I'm used to seeing like old cups and whatever side of the road, and I haven't seen that. It's actually really neat. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's an actual glacier. Check that out. If I can't walk over to it. I don't know how wet it is over there. I don't want to get all I don't want to have to swim to it. Svinesfellsjökull, I assume. The glaciers and ice caves. Fatal accidents have occurred due to collapsing blocks of ice. Huh. Fair enough. Down this way. fall here. I got my Skechers on. My Skechers are sketchy. Sketchy Skechers. People over there, I'm probably coming to the wrong area. I think the ice is coming through the mountains there. I think that's all a big glacier, big block of ice in between the mountains. Check this out. Look at that. That is cool. Huh. Yeah, I can't really walk over to it. I don't know, there's a pathway there. The good stuff's over here. I might be able to walk down there. We're gonna see, I guess. There's a path here. There's a path over there too. Not sure how this makes it through the summers, because it's pretty warm now. Probably mid-30s, like I said. So oh, yeah, it's getting wet here. I don't want to walk back with wet feet, but I think I'm good. Just pick and choose. Look at that. It is neat. I've seen a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever seen a glacier up close. There's a path. There it is. I'm not the first one to walk this way. Huh. So, check that part of it out. That is way neater over there. Oh, there's people. Hey, Iceland is just like everywhere you turn, it's this kind of stuff. It's wild, literally. Like everywhere you turn, it's some crazy side or some mountain or some waterfall or some glacier or some something. It's like a different planet. Crazy. I'm here for another 6 days. I think I fly home on the 9th. I got lots of time to kill still. Look at this. It's a freaking glacier. Oh, they got a drone out here. I wonder what that buzzing was. I think a little drone. I thought the buzzing was it moving, but it's a drone. Got little icebergs floating around in here. Look at this. There's a place I'll be at later if it's called Diamond Beach on down the road. Has chunks of ice that float up. Glacier. Look at that. You see what they were talking about? It breaks apart and falls on people. You see the breaking in the center. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's obviously melting. Oh, a touch of glacier. One my luck, it'll fall on me. Weird. It's just ice. Dirty, but it's just ice. Yeah. Wow. Wowie wow. You know, with a lot of things in life, you think you've done it all, and then you're... Alright, so this is the so-called Diamond Beach. It's actually Jökulárson. Jökulárson. I butcher Icelandic like I always will. Jökulárson, I think, is the actual name of the area, but they call it Diamond Beach because obviously the ice washes up on the beach like diamonds, apparently, whatever. So we are going to go see it. This sand is really neat. Take some home with me. So, Diamond Beach. It's on the map as Diamond Beach, and everything I've seen calls it Diamond Beach because obviously. Don't know where the ice comes from, but it washes up. There's a big ice chunk out there floating that way. That is very, very cool. There's an ice chunk floating very fast. Oh, okay. It comes from the glacier, I think. It's coming down out of the mountains into the ocean, then it washes up. I see. Okay. Yeah. Check that out. That is very cool. Look at that. Think you've seen everything, and then you come to Iceland and see this. It's crazy. It's cray cray. Taking a video of people taking videos of ice. Look at this. There's some huge chunks out here. There's some huge chunks here. Good Lord. Yeah. Big chunk right there. And there's more coming down. There's a lot more coming down, to be honest with you. One going out to sea right there. There's a ton coming down. I don't know how good it shows up on the video, but there's a ton coming out of the, there's a glacier up there. I would imagine there are chunks that are breaking off the glacier coming down. There's fresh water, and that's the ocean. There's UK is over like straight that way somewhere. So yeah, fresh water going into salt water. You see all the a line where it meets right there. So the ocean's coming this way and the river's going that way, and it's meeting in the middle there. So all the ice is coming off the mountains. Very, very cool. About 6 a.m. middle of nowhere, Iceland. It's otherworldly, probably the harshest terrain I've ever seen. This is just hundreds of miles of just otherworldly terrain, and then all of a sudden there's houses. So hardy people around here. The sun will come up eventually. About another half an hour. desolate and build such nice homes and just exist without some form of income. There's a lot of them, but they're really spaced out like old farmland, which I'm guessing is what they are. Also, a lot of this, the one-lane bridges, some of them are very long. Oh, thought somebody was coming. I'm guessing it's to save money on the bridges because there's so few people out this way. I've seen maybe one car on the road in the last 3 hours. It's just kind of me out here roaming around, which is kind of neat. It's also only about 7:30 in the morning though, so I would imagine as the day goes, there'll be more traffic, more tourists waking up, doing what I'm doing. The coast of the West Fjords. They're going up to town to it's called Islafjordur. Islafjordur, I think, something like that. I go up there for a couple nights, then I'm gonna go down to the capital, Reykjavik, and spend my last 2 nights there, and then I go down and Wednesday morning and turn the car in at Keflavik Airport, head home. I really like to know how they chose where to put all these homes, where to have families and stuff out here in the middle of just nowhere. There's a church there, so I'm guessing there's a decent community out here somewhere, maybe up in the hills. But it could be a very old church too, though. There's a graveyard there. inclusive and all that stuff. Looks like we're starting to get into the realish snowy areas, the west fjords. Getting up in the mountains a little bit. It's yeah, see what we got here. Show it pretty around here. I've seen exactly one car in about the last 200 kilometers. Don't mind the dirty windows. This country's hard on a car. Make sure to give me the platinum insurance at the rental car place. They highly recommend it because all the gravel and all the sand and the gravel and the wind and the rest of it, it'll rip off the paint and the doors and everything else around there. Oh yeah, we might have snow up there, rain or something. Cool. Don't think it is anymore, but the last week or two I've been watching the weather, and it's a fjorder. I'm not saying that right. That's okay. And it was snowing almost every day, so I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of it up there. It looks like they're going to be for sure. It's about 2 degrees Celsius, and I have no idea what that is starting up. High 20s, I think. High 20s, 30s. Nice. Sure they're used to it. They do a good job on them. Yeah, it's getting dark over there. It's either rain or snow on. Maybe not. Might just be overcast skies. We shall see. The more to come. this is one of the reasons I came here, because this whole area is just stupidly pretty. There's a town right over there, but the West Fjords. Do a panoramic deal of it. Found a spot to stop finally, but there's homes around here. I think I mentioned it in a couple other videos, but imagine waking up every day seeing this. I guess after a while it becomes just natural, especially if you're born here. It's like yeah, it's a hill and snow, whatever, but damn. It's about as far removed from Florida as walking onto Mars, probably. My little Kia that I've been rocking around in. I'm doing pretty good. That's wild. It's just wild. It's about as far north Iceland as you can get. It's about as far north as you can get in general. Well, not quite. I guess Greenland and parts of Canada are farther, but yeah. Rocking my Iceland hat. About the first vehicle I passed, like 100 kilometers, 100 miles. Getting up on the town that was on the other side of the water in the last video. Smiley face. I don't make nobody mad at me. These Vikings are a hardy people, nice people, but a hardy as well. Seeing that every day. I know I keep saying that, but yeah. Have your morning cup of coffee or cup of tea and have that scenery. I know that don't want to get no local cops mad at me or nothing, so take my time through it. Thinking I'm a typical American flying through their towns. haven't seen here is any trash on the side of the roads. It's an exceptionally clean place, which is nice. I mean, we should all try for that, but we don't. Getting back up 70, so I'll put this down a second. That is just wicked. That's the end of the outer fjords, the northern fjords. Watch these cars are starting to get out. Got the last one, about the third car I've seen in about 4 hours, and she almost hit me. So I was like, oh yeah, only other vehicle on the road, you almost hit me. Anyway, yeah, so that's the northernmost West Fjord, I guess, and Greenland is over that way. So I'm in the getting close to the northwesternmost section of Iceland. So if I jumped a boat going straight here, I would hit Greenland in however long it would take me. A little while, probably. Oh, we're going through a tunnel, I think. This is not a tunnel. It's I don't know what this is. It's a tunnel. Check this out. I'll make sure nobody comes flying around here, but they carved the road straight through. Check that out. That's pretty nifty. A little tunnel. Yep. And they're picking up again. Okay. Okay, well, that is where I'm going. It's Isfjordur. Isfjordur, I believe. And I got a room over there for a couple of days, and I am staying in a little hotel that's right over there somewhere. It's like a boxy green hotel. There are people out here on the road. I don't want to, again, make nobody mad at me. You know, they're gonna be home for a couple of days. Oh well, I think I just seen them puffing. That's not person. That's a sign. Never mind. Yeah, so I'm gonna be right over there. A couple days. And yeah. There's a airport here. Actually, they do domestic flights in from Reykjavik and other Icelandic towns. That's where they land, which is like no runway. It's super short, so I guess they're really good at it. But yeah, this is my view for the next couple of days. Oof. I give that an oof. Took me a while to get here. I'll put about 1,700 kilometers on this little Kia so far. I'll stop it there and restart it. 318 is Icelandic krona per liter. It's about $9.50 a gallon. Tunnel through one of the mountains up here. Hopefully it's easy to see. It's not quite daylight yet, obviously, but it's a longish tunnel, maybe 3-4 miles through the stuck in the mountains of Iceland.
GPS signal lost.
Statistic. Well, that's a good way to go out, I guess. very Viking way to die. probably 30 or 40 bicycles just parked against apartments and stuff. And a couple of them were Treks. It's a very expensive bicycle, and I've not seen a single bicycle locked up around here. Unfortunate. I tried to get to the top of the hill there for a local viewpoint, but I guess this guy stopped about halfway up. That thing's a beast though. I said, bro, you didn't finish the job there, buddy. Now they probably won't cars going up yet. Anyway, we'll continue on. So it happened on a ski resort. It's not really a resort, but it's a ski lodge type place. it's Sunday, so everything's closed too. No bars, no alcohol, no real like nightlife or anything, which I wouldn't expect. It's so tiny, and it's winter, and it's Sunday. See if I can't pronounce this. The Onundarfjordur Pier. It's an adventure to get here. There's a one-lane tunnel that I'll try and get a video of on the way back. But it's a one-lane tunnel that has pullouts for when a car's coming. You stop, they stop, somebody stops, and it branches in the middle of the mountain. The one tunnel goes one way and one goes the other. First time I've ever seen that. The tunnel's over there. There's supposed to be a pier over here. The one I just ran off. That's Onundarfjordur or whatever. Ran off, not ran off. Somebody else here. Oh, there's a pier. It's a pier. I'll walk out on it and leave. I'm guessing there's somewhere. Let me leave this running, and I'm not gonna take it off. Father and his kids. I guess this is like a local beach. It's kind of neat. Where the ocean comes in the fjords. Crazy. Probably the prettiest place I've ever seen in real life, and I've legit been around. I've heard that seals get in here. I don't know if it's here particularly, but I know it's in the area. pole in case somebody falls in. You walk back up. That's cool. I'm not walking down there because the steps look sketchy, but yeah. Got a just in case life ring. It's very clear water. I'd hate to fall in it. It'll be crazy cold. I'm rocking my Iceland hat still. I'm very happy I came here. Highly recommend it. I'm saying goodbye to this fjorder, Iceland. It's here for a couple of days. It's been fun. Just very mild. Such a nice, calm, pretty place. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite so pretty in real life or otherwise, probably. Hard to beat this. Yeah, so I'm heading down to Reykjavik, Iceland, which is the capital. Which is a little setting for a horror movie, like a zombie outbreak in the West Fjords, having to escape through the tunnels. I wonder if that's ever been done. That'd be kind of cool. I'd have to look that up too. I'm the only one here, so if I see a zombie, I'll call Hollywood. I keep thinking that if there was any issues out this way, it would take the fire rescue or the fire department or the government rescue workers, whatever they have, hours to get to you. Hours. So you kind of gotta watch what you do. You don't want to get walking around a tourist area in the middle of nowhere where you've not seen anybody for 8 hours, break a leg or something, and you're there for who knows how long you're there, honestly. But you're there until somebody finds you, which if they do and you're alive, that's great. If not, then well, you know. Okay, well that was a cool tunnel. I think we're as high as we're getting when we're on top of one of the fjords. Starting to watch myself. This is where stuff starts to go bad if you don't over there. I mean, it's inland. The water's. It's another fjord, I guess, whatever it becomes inland. Yeah. I think we're going around. Wanted to go over. This is the so-called Rainbow Road in Reykjavik, Iceland, leading up to House Kitchenagrim, something like that, the church. And, yeah. I think they repaint it every year. He kind of needs one, but that's all the inclusion and whatnot. So I want to walk up to the. I can almost remember the name of the church. It's like House. Yeah, I'll think of it later. Grim something. But it's a very famous church here. It's, I think, built in the 90s. But yeah. See, now I thought Rainbow Road went all the way up to the church, but apparently not. Apparently I'm going to stay off Facebook because I thought it was this long, crazy thing, but I think that's the way they it's the angle everybody gets it at. Some of the stuff that you think is one way and you get here and it's a whole different thing. So Rainbow Road's not very long actually, and every angle I've ever seen has been like from there looking up at the church. And they get it so low that it looks like it goes up to the church. Yeah, which is fine. Rainbow Road, etc., etc. Inclusion. This is Halgrim Skurkja, Reykjavik, Iceland. Kind of an impersonal church, a lot of concrete and rebar, but it's definitely has a presence. I'm gonna walk in, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I read it was built in like 1991 or something. You would expect it to be like much older, but I don't think it is. I think it was as Reykjavik grew, it needed a focal point. This is kind of what it is. Halsgrim Skurkja J-A. They're working on the back of it. It's in the center of Reykjavik, Iceland. I don't think you're supposed to be coming through here. Yeah, Halsgrim Skurkja. Halgrim Skurkja. Skirkja. There was a lady on the plane that was born and raised here that pronounced it perfectly. And I just can't get my my stuttering brain around Icelandic language. It's pretty, but it's very harsh, something like that. Yeah. So Hallgrímskirkja in Reykjavik. Now I'm here tonight and tomorrow night, and I'm heading home, which boo, but you know, all good things come to an end. We good. That's cool. About 4:17 in Reykjavik, Iceland, and I am out and about, going to the local sites and things to see before the crowd gets started. Going to the Black Cone, which is a monument to civil disobedience. And if I don't mess it up, I'll be there in a few minutes and we can see it together. Kastrup, wonder what that means. Also, if you come to Reykjavik, it's just Iceland in general is crazy expensive, but the parking is stupid expensive. If you can find a P3 parking, it's relatively cheap, but there's very little of it, and everyone mobs it. So usually a P1 or P2, the P1 is crazy expensive, and the P2 is still kind of expensive. So, which is where I parked. You know, I'll probably pay $60 for 2 days, which is, I mean, it's not insane, but it's parking. It's like it's to park your car so you can come to the city to spend money. It's like, at a point, like, all they want's money. And it's not just Reykjavik, it's not just Iceland, it's everybody. Like, everybody just wants your money. You know, they don't really care. Like, yeah, tourism, cool. But that's the name of the game, and I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm complaining, but I'm not. It's fine. We're walking along. There is nobody out here, which is very neat. Favorite type of time of day is when I'm all alone, but I don't see anybody like hanging out. There's no give me my bearings here. There's almost no homeless problem, which is probably because it's cold year round, and they can't allow it because you'd be freezing on the streets. And Reykjavik's only got about 220,000 people or so. The country as a whole has about 330,000, and like 60% are right here in Reykjavik. So I just don't think it's a thing, because it's a very well structured economy and society, because it's so small. That's like downtown. I was there yesterday looking for a t-shirt at the, yeah, I like that Nordic store. There's a lot of local wool, and they make nice sweaters. They're pricey, but they're worth it, probably because they're handcrafted and they're local. somebody stopping next to me, like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't think she want to talk to me either, which is fine. See, the P1, the P1's expensive, the P2 is not as expensive, and the P3 is cheaper than both, but there's a lot of P1, not a lot of P2, and almost no P3, which is, I think, by design, but you know, it's all good. Sometimes I forget I'm not the only weirdo out super early. There's a bunch of them. I'll go this way. It's over here somewhere. It's the black cone, a monument, to civil disobedience, which is actually really cool. I think it was, we'll see when we get there, but it was a protest against the government, kind of. I believe the government overreach wasn't allowed because they would. It's a black cone in a rock that has cracked the rock. And politics. So I'm not trying to get super political, so I'll just keep my, I think it's right over there. But there's a monument here, so we'll see this first. It should have lights on. Good Lord. There's a monument. I can't see what it is because there's no lights. It's a guy. I don't know. So there's no lights, so I'm gonna assume it's not. I don't know. The government building is right here somewhere. Maybe. It's right here somewhere. Oh, there's the rock. Check that out. Okay, we're good. In search of a rock. That's cool, actually. It's really neat. The Black Cone, Monument to Civil Disability, or Civil Disobedience, sorry. When the government violates the rights of the people, insurrection is for the people and for each portion of the people. Fair? And the most sacred of rights and the most indispensable of duties. The Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizens, 1793. So basically, if your government violates your rights as a person, you have a right and a duty to disobey, which I think that's everyone as a human. Like, if a human violates your rights as a human, you get your right is to disobey. So that is so I guess the rock is the government and the Kona's the people, right? So the people crack the government, and the government reacts, I guess. I mean, I'm never really good at reading these things, but it's neat. I like that very, very much. It's good. Yeah, so coming up on the Sun Voyager sculpture, I've been seeing a lot about online while I've been looking at this trip. Reykjavik. It's kind of cold out. I'm on the harbor. It's about 5 a.m. So it's just kind of me and the birds, which is fine. I'm about to check this out and go back to the room and unthaw because it's kind of cold. It's about probably high 30s. Sun Voyager sculpture that was put here in like 1990. Not sure what they were aiming for, but it's I think a Viking ship symbolism. Not entirely sure, but it's kind of neat anyway. On the harbor, built it on the rocks, facing. I guess that would be north. So. Wanted to get here before the tourists all came down and started taking their selfies. The Sun Voyager. There's probably a plaque here somewhere to see when and where it was made. There's a box with a bunch of stickers on it. But it's a light. Jeez. All the stickers. It's funny. Sun Voyager. Walk around. Ooh, the light's bright. Cool. It's Sun Voyager sculpture. Starting off. So this is basically Reykjavik Harbor. Where not all the ships come in, but most of them. It's where the whale watching tours go out and stuff. I'll walk this way. That looks like a naval ship, naval vessel. Maybe it's just an old, I don't know what it is. The Gullborg Reykjavik. Old fishing boat, I'm guessing. Reykjavik Maritime Museum, apparently, which I'm not going to go in. Little tugboats. Looked on the map like this went way farther out than I think it does, but that's okay. I'm kind of tired of walking anyway. maybe I'm just on the wrong road. Yeah, I think this road's going where I want to go. Yeah, I think this is okay. This is where I want to be at, I think. Yeah, it goes way out there now. Not sure I want to go that far, but we'll see. Another dude. I think that's mostly trucks and shipping and stuff. I don't think I should go much more that way. Ooh, there's a Cronin on here. Cronin is one of the big supermarkets around here. Not that I really need anything, but kind of need anyway. They got Cronin and Bonus. Cronin has the little lemon on the O, and Bonus has a pig for some whatever reason. And there's a couple other ones. I can't think of the way they're pronounced now, but a couple smaller ones. I assume that's a lemon anyway. There's the whales of Iceland that take you out to see whales. Can't be doing that. I'm leaving in the morning. There's the Reykjavik bus. Little loud brakes. Oh, there's a Bonus. Nice. It's like a Home Depot and Lowe's, or CVS and Walgreens. They're always right next to each other. And Cronin, and there's Bonus down there. And there's me. Oh, there's the other one, Netto, Netto. There's the other markets. So you got all three markets in the same area, on the same interchange. Cronin, Bonus, and Netto. I'm guessing the numbers are the address, because that's Cronin 921, Netto 824, Bonus 1021. So I'm guessing that's the address, the road, and the number. I believe so. Yeah, because the sign's underneath it. Netto, it's 923 through 1119. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the address. I'm probably wrong. I'm about to take myself back to the hotel room. I'm done walk till I don't want to walk anymore. also want to drive one of those cab overs. America's not had cab overs in a long time. I think the last one that was sold in America was 1999. The last one I drove was about a 1986 model, and it was about in 2001. No, 2000. Yeah. I would like to drive one. Not that that's neither here nor there, but yeah, I would like to. The piggy bonus. I'm gonna try not to openly film people here because they're just going through their daily lives. It's it'd probably aggravate to have a tourist coming through while you're shopping with a GoPro in his hand. As everybody backs over each other. Nice truck. Land Rover. There's a lot of we get most of the same makes at home. Most, because I don't know what that is, but hey puppy. You get most Nissans and Kias and Teslas and all the rest of it, but we get different models, which is odd. So, like I'm driving like a Kia Picanto. And we have never and will never get that in America, but it's averaged about 53 miles per gallon, so, which is nuts because the lower emissions, it's a 3-cylinder 5-speed. It's like they don't have the same emissions that kill the liters or the kilometers per liter. But that's a whole different conversation, probably. Okay, it's getting kind of nutty here, so I'm gonna I'll leave it off on a horse statue, and the kids getting out of school or something. Orlando Airport, back home. About to walk down and try to find my car. Level 6 going down to level 1. Taking a bus over to pick up my car. Orlando International Airport, just down the street from Disney. Let's see if I can find where I'm looking for. So we want level 1. parking shuttles.
No, now you're not. Now you're not.
Should be near